the ones. But oh me soul, how true love took its toll. We soon were married, though we were still on the dole, and 1 month after, with lots of love and laughter, we'd a little baby for to cuddle and hold. And when the child was born, and I saw me little son, the spitting image of me, just as handsome as can be, not a monster after all, but just like me, only small, little Steve without a beard, nothing like what I'd feared. And babes are lovely, really heaven abovely. I like babies, take him round to show the neighbours. Here's our junior, growing up, and soon you'll be a big lad as handsome as your dad. Proud I am, walking round pushing a pram. I'm contented, smug and happy, washing pals and pals and mucky nappies. Babes are so adorable, can we have some more of them? I want more, I want the other 1.4. Top. You. Thanks awfully.
Right, Steve, thank you so much for sharing. Those were funny and fun and whimsical. You're muted. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm always in the habit of muting myself all the time, just in case I forget to unmute later on.
Anybody else have any other feedback?
I love Steve's work because he will give you the message, but like it keeps you smiling.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
Where are you? Where are you from?
England.
Oh, okay.
Birmingham in England.
Okay. Okay, cool. I heard you say quid, and I immediately associate that with across the pond here.
Yeah.
I think I froze.
Oh, okay.
Oh, quid. Yeah, it is in there.
So the only thing that was missing today was the bunny. Otherwise, it was perfect as usual.
The only thing that was missing was what?
The bunny.
Oh, I've got some sad news. He
Oh
died.
no.
He
Oh
died about a
no.
month ago. Yes.
Oh no.
He was quite old. He was nearly
It's
9 years old.
Oh, but he was so cute.
Well, it was really dignified the way he died as well. He really. I got up one morning. He was pushing his nose against the grill of his hutch, indicating that he wanted to go out into the garden.
Uh-huh.
He just hopped to the middle of the lawn, ate a load of grass, then he just laid his head on his front paws, just went to sleep. And that was the way he died. Really dignified.
Oh.
As if he planned it beforehand. And that's the only time I've ever kissed a dead rabbit. Because it's what you do, you know. I suddenly realised I took him a bowl of water out, and I realised he'd died, and I just gave him a kiss.
He will be missed.
He will.
He was very dear.
That's so sad to hear.
Me and my wife had a good cry about it.
Yeah, that's tough.
We rejoiced in his long life.
As an owner of bunnies, like I've had two of them. Yeah, they have a short life, but they're too cute, too awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's come back. Let's come back, y'all. Let's come back. All right, so let's have our next open micer. Next person who would like to go.
I think Rianne froze with the rabbit news.
Oh, are you ready? 7. It's 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. I remember you were here last year.
Yes. Okay, so first I want to take the time to say hi to Steve. Hi. He typically comes to our open mic on Mondays.
Oh, you're breaking up.
So I'm breaking up?
Yeah, you're breaking up.
The Wi-Fi box on. Hopefully that'll work.
Okay.
Let's see.
See if I can prodigy to perform. Back in the day when I was young, sometimes I said I wish I was a kid again. You ready? I'm just taking up space.
All right.
All right, you
It's
ready?
better.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Rianne, try turning off your video. It might help on the audio.
Yeah. I've seen that help too.
What is it?
So turn off your camera so we can hear you.
Ah. Okay. Is it
Yeah,
working?
that's much clearer.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to email you. I'm working on a 30 days, 30 artists. Well, I'm organizing a 30-day, 30 artist challenge where the artists is upload a video answering a question. What does individualism mean to you? There's a bunch of different questions to choose from. Do you feel like art has its healing attributes? And the video that you opened up with today totally represents like the imagery and the concept that I'm going for. So I'll definitely email you and Lambda and see if you two would like to be commissioned and collaborate on that.
Oh, commission sounds good. Thank you.
How long did it take you all to put that video together?
It took her about a month.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'm going to email you both. Should I attach you both to the email or just do it separate?
You can attach us both.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'll send you all the details. Okay, so I'll do a poem. Alrighty. Okay. Summertime just feels like another phase I have to get through. I just can't life without you. What's life without you? Life without you feels like life without you. These summers repeat, I'll give you all of me, even this heartbeat. I think about how my chances may be slim, then I dream about romance and him. Summertime just feels like another phase I have to get through. When did I become this hopeless romantic? I hope less, I feel hopeless, trying to shake these premonitions of me in that white dress. If it's you for me, I want you for me, nothing more, nothing less.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see you, you're the best dressed. I am orally impressed. An interest doesn't negate from the fact that you relieve my stress. Summertime just feels like another phase I have to get through. The weather changes, we on the same page, and I just want you happy. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it.
Oh, that's that piece. So Mariana is saying life with you. Wait, life without you is life without you.
That line is so poignant. It's so perfect. There's no definition better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you had another part in your piece that was like that too, like want for me, and then you repeat it differently with a different intonation, which gave it a different flair, a different meaning.
Yes.
That was cool. I enjoyed the rhythm of it. I was like swept up in it, like we are all in love together. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, that's the way I felt. That's the way I felt, Steve. Love us. I'm like, who is this person? Okay.
That poem was inside of a nonprofit organization's journal. I'll drop the link if I can find it. But yeah, they accept submissions and they create, not a journal, it's a magazine featuring different poets and their poems and artists and their work.
All right. Thank you.
One thing I liked about that piece is that like it's absolutely romantic without being cheesy. It's like nothing more, nothing less. It's just the simpleness of expressing what life with someone is.
Thank you.
I'm interested how it reads on the paper too. What it looks like as far as your, I'm about to get real poety. Your enjambment, which is like the space in the lines. It looks like you could have a lot. From the way you're reading it, it sounds like you could have a lot of fun with the way it looks actually on the page.
Yes, yes. The line breaks.
Yeah, the line breaks and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, there is one point where you make a rhyme where you actually like you force the rhyming, but it sounded like you went into another line for that, and it sounded really interesting. I don't remember where it was, but it was really interesting.
Yeah, I think it was that short second stanza. It's like 2 lines.
Can
Yeah.
you reread it for me?
Yes. Okay. The short second line. I think about how my chances may be slim. Then I dream about romance and him. Summertime just feels like another phase I have to get through. When did I become this hopeless romantic? I hope less, I feel hopeless, trying to shake these premonitions of me in that white dress. If it's you for me, I want you for me, nothing more, nothing less. Every time I see you, you're the best dressed. I am orally impressed. An interest doesn't negate from the fact that you relieve my stress. Summertime just feels like another phase I have to get through.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those. It was one that was ended up in hanging or wanging, like the sound G. Anyway, it was beautiful because you do the passage between the rhymes, like very subtle, but it's there. I loved it.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't have muted this one. It's nice to hear feedback about the crafts of it, because as writers and performing artists, excuse me, as performing artists, we put a lot of effort and a lot of making sure that we put the right word in there for somebody to acknowledge it and see it. It's a glowing feeling inside.
Huh. Definitely.
It's like, oh, you did see what I do that. Thank you.
You see me? Amen.
Like, I don't have to explain it. You just get it. Because to me, y'all, I don't know, y'all heard my little spiel before. Some people do like to explain their piece, but I was taught that your piece works by itself without you being there. That's what I was taught.
Yeah, and I have this theory that when we write poetry is so alive that we have to throw it out there. So whenever the person reads it, it's up to them to give the interpretation they want, because it's never going to be exactly what you meant. It's what they feel from it. And that's the magic of poetry.
That.
All right, Proud of You, the truth. Will you be performing today, or are you just being an audience member?
Hello. Yes. So today I was not going to perform. I'm actually driving at the moment. I was supposed to be off work, but you know how those things go. So, but yeah, I was just gonna be here and be in the midst, in the presence. So, I do appreciate you for having me. Well, let me ask you this: is it okay if I mean, can you hear me? Okay, is it okay if I do it now?
We can hear you. Okay, I just want you to be safe too, because you're driving.
No, I'm safe. We're good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it then. Never mind. Hi, everyone. The Prodigy True Tony Lydia here. I am a poet out of Austin, well, the Austin, Texas area. I actually live a little bit south below Austin, but yeah, I'm not really anybody. I'm not somebody you can look up on YouTube or anybody or anything like that. But yeah, I am happy to be here, and I would love to share.
Thank you. Take it away.
Imagine a college student. He is the class clown in Professor Hostel's beginning Spanish class. She asks, "Donde vives?" The first day of class, he replies, "I have no idea what the hell you said," she said. We'll just call it a misunderstanding for now. Imagine a freshman in high school who sits in detention for telling his teacher, "Pythagoras is an asshole, and how is he going to help me with my music, Eric? Because music is his vitamin, his temptation. Why don't you come back to my paradise?" Because in the paradise, this song plays on repeat, Eric on repeat. Imagine a sixth grader sees his first D on his report card, and all he can think is, damn. Imagine a third grader. Attention deficit has them wondering how many flies are in the boogers in the teacher's stat school breakfast this morning. Sure was funny when she fell last week. And looks down at his knees and he stops laughing. You remember, there's nothing funny about being torn. Imagine a third grader who doesn't play at recess today because yesterday he was pushed down and called, you see, in spelling to the word nigger is midnight, or sorry, it was a misunderstanding. Imagine a sixth grader sees his first D on his report card and all would feel a little better to see that dances. Imagine a freshman in high school. This shit just does up. Understands the Pythagorean theorem is C squared. Abuse plus brokenness equals catastrophe. He gets it right, but he still gets a D squared. A college student who hides behind dry humor so that maybe people will find them funny instead of awkward. Their abusive alcoholic stepdad is dead and they refuse to cry about it. They can't seem to get rid of their stutter, so sometimes they are misunderstood. Their OCD has them wondering if they remember to lock their heart before they left for work this morning. This black suit they wear have them wondering which one of their family members will die and he will attend their funeral today. They are the next Freddie Gray, but none of that matters because they decided to come to an open mic. For some reason, performing in front of an audience full of strangers makes everything feel better, where everyone is wearing black and they are with you every step of the way. You take a look at yourself and you are everything you've imagined and you're proud of it. Thank you.
That was so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. What stands out to everybody from the piece? Are you open to feedback?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Have at it.
Okay.
It was gut punching. There was a point where he broke up in my ears here, but there was a moment where he talks about the kid going to school and seeing the phrase, I'm not sure where he saw, because that's where it broke up, like nigger on the wall or the blackboard, and how that is like a smack on the kid. I don't know, it was just so beautiful, and how like he constructs this kid growing up in such hardship and still being able to be him. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so sorry I broke up in there. I didn't mean to.
Oh, it's okay. It was not your fault. It's my shitty Brazilian internet here.
Oh, I see. Thank you so much.
Yeah. But then you got clearer later on. I was like, what is the part? You know, like when people, you know, you want to know what the mumble stuff is. You're like, ah. You know, like when you hear bleep and you're like, what was that word? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See, that was my biggest fear. That's why I was gonna say no, but then I was like, well, it kind of has the safe driving mode. Let me try to give it a shot. But yeah, yeah.
But thank God you did, because, well, first of all, your voice is just like magical radio voice. Second of all, that it was a beautiful piece.
Thank you so much. I am very, very happy you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, it had layers to it. Like each stanza like started off the same way, but then it was a different aspect. And then when you mentioned Freddie Gray, I thought about, yeah, all of that was involved with that.
Yeah, I had to. It's exhausting. I had to have a whole one for Alton Sterling because it was one of those things that was very hard to handle. But you find your opportunities to pay homage in the poetry, and so that was definitely one of those times where Freddie Gray came to mind. I don't know exactly why Freddie Gray came to mind, specifically in this poem. But yeah, all of the names, Mike Brown, Tatiana Jefferson, they all just circle around in my head. And it's really sad and it's really depressing, even at some points. But yeah, I definitely try to pay my homage where it's due.
That's good. That's good. So the way their names live on, because it could be a lot.
Yeah, and it's cathartic for everyone who hears it, because it puts out feelings that are common to most. I'm not going to say to most people, because most people are not human, but to most humans. Some people I refuse to categorize as humans, and those would not get.
I definitely feel you on that one.
So here we are. So this is Wordfetti. And so our tradition here is that we put in our favorite word in the chat.
Wait, you have to read something.
Hi, we got somebody coming in. Yay.
Yeah, you're saved by the bell there, but you should read something.
You found me out. My plan has been ruined. I can't.
She says, as Kenneth is like in the next room, and she's like, get in.
Hi, Kenneth. Welcome to Wordfetti Open Mic. Thank you so much for making time. I'm Chikara. So we're at the point of the program. Excuse me, Miss Mariana. We're at the point of the program where we write our favorite word in the chat. So I'm gonna give you your time, as it's our Wordfetti tradition. Oh, let me rewind. So, why do you think this thing is called Wordfetti? Have we talked about this before? Why do we think this is called Wordfetti? What do you think about when you hear Wordfetti?
We throw words at each other. You're muted, Krista.
So you said we throw words at each other. Thank you, Shakira. We throw words at each other. What else? What else? I'm doing my teacher wait time. Oh, so Steve says his favorite word is song. So Wordfetti is a combination of the word and confetti, like you said, throwing things at it. So it's a celebration of words. So in order for us to celebrate words, we're going to talk about our favorite words. Yeah. So it says Steve's favorite word is song. go ahead and type in the chat what your favorite word is, or you can unmute yourself and just say what your favorite word is and why. I'll give you time to think. I'll be quiet so you can think. All right, so we have our favorite word. Steve's favorite word is song. Do you want to explain?
Oh, me.
Yes.
I've always loved songs ever since I can remember. Because my parents didn't like music at all, and I had to sing songs in secret. So I used, while they had the TV on, and I used to go to bed early, and I used to lie in bed singing songs quietly so they wouldn't hear me. I don't know why they hated it so much. But I think it's because my parents were so against anybody singing songs that made me want to do it even more.
That makes sense. Like the more they tell you can't do something, the more you want to do something. Were you finished? Were you finished speaking?
I was finished, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right, thank you. So, Prodigy, we have Cunnilingus.
Go on, explain, Prodigy, go on.
We all grown. I just want to make sure we all grown here, right? We still all grown, right?
I'm a little bit over 18, I'm all right.
Okay. Just want to make sure everybody's here still over 18.
Way over 18.
Okay. Then we have Mariana said industrious.
Ooh.
I just like the sound of it. It rolls on the tongue, industrious. It's not for the meaning of the word, it's for the sound of it.
Yeah. That's cool.
But I guess it goes along with like what we were talking earlier, how like I could be more industrious. I could clean the goddamn house.
Your desires to be, your fears. That's what, innovate. Ooh, Kenneth says innovate. Yeah, so earlier today, Mariana and she was in the Weeby writing session, which is the workshops that we have before there. And we were talking about our fears and our desires. And one of her desires was to have a clean house. So you're right. You're connecting that
to self-cleaning house.
A self-cleaning house. Thank you. It's having a self-cleaning house. So it went with industrious, right? I just want to make sure everybody understands that we're in the conversation together. All right, Kenneth, you want to go ahead and explain why you chose innovate?
I like, besides inventing, I like creating.
Hold on, it's hard to hear you, Kenneth. You sound very low. Can you raise your volume up or maybe come closer?
I'll bring my mic a little bit closer.
Yeah, thank you. That's a lot better. Thank you, Kenneth.
Okay. I like the word innovate because it's about creating, and that's my favorite, my area or specialty is creating and inventing. I'm a songwriter. I'm also a programmer, but I do like being on the creative side. So innovate is a good word.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Kenna, for sharing. Mine is zeitgeist, and it's the spirit of the times. It hasn't changed. Y'all have been here. It hasn't changed. My favorite word still is zeitgeist. And I was listening to, this week, I was listening to this podcast by Kev on Stage and that chick Angel. And that chick Angel, she used the word zeitgeist. I was so excited because you usually don't hear it until the end of the year because Google does something about the zeitgeist of the year, like what's going, like the spirit, the vibe of it. And I like it because it starts with Z. People don't use it a lot, but it really encapsulates and it makes an idea tangible. Like the word, when you're trying to explain the aura, the vibe of a particular, of a particular area and time, like the zeitgeist of the 60s was like free love and all that stuff. Free love and whatever. People that lived through the 60s. So yeah, that's my favorite word. My favorite word is zeitgeist because it starts with a Z and Z isn't really used a lot. And yeah. Thank you all for participating in.
Can I just throw in another word that actually is like the word I love the most, but it's not a word? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, just because I learned how to say it when I was a kid. And it took me forever.
That's a great word. Because it's a combination of all of the words. And it shows you to make up words.
And it took training to learn that thing.
Kenneth, are you ready? You're performing, right? Or it's a songwriter?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, I actually have a song, but it's not original. I'm going to be singing along with it. So I have
okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
To give this